Hi, good evening all. In this video, we're going to do another trade proposal coming up. All right, the shout out goes to Billy Bob Hobnob. He came up with this. I'm not going to show the clip because it's going to give away the trade before I do it. I'll throw the clip down as I flip the board. But Billy Bob sent a trade, he just put a trade proposal in. I guess he felt like talking about a trade. He threw it in there. And it was funny, Billy, when you put that in there, I swear I was trying to think of a trade. And I like to target Vegas. I like to target maybe even a team like Tampa Bay. Teams that are strung up in the cap, right? Teams that are hurting, teams that need to move players. So this one is more like a hockey trade, folks. It's not a cap saving thing for them, but it would make sense for us, I think. I like this trade. I'll tell you what I wouldn't do and what I would do if it was mine, Billy, okay? If I was GM and we were conversing, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna come back at you as the Sabres GM. You can be the GM of Vegas, and this is what I would tell you, okay? So here's the clip and the proposal. And Billy Bob on this proposal, it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. He's got Nicholas Roy, Nicholas Hague, forward defenseman, of course, coming to Buffalo for Jacob Bryson, Riley Sheahan, who I even forgot we reattained. I forgot until you mentioned it in that thing. And UPL, who I think a lot of us are starting to like really not lose hope, but lose hope. You know what I mean? We're kind of on the cusp now. He's got to do it this year, guys, or forget it. And a 2023 second rounder. Now, if it was me, okay, and I'm the Sabres GM, I don't want to give up that second rounder. I really don't. I can live with the other guys going, yes, because I would love the Sabres to get Nicholas Hague, guys. I would love the Sabres to get Nicholas Hague. Nicholas Roy's like a depth forward. You know, he can play center. And he would be a guy that could be a bottom six guy for our team, which would fit in nicely. He's a friendly contract. He's 25 years old, 5 years at $3 million. You know, it's not bad, but his production is what it is. But how would he be on the Sabres? There's no way to know. You know, you never know. You might get this guy here and he's a 15-goal guy now, all of a sudden. There's no way to know. Nicholas Hague's a big, giant defenseman. I would love to get our hands on this guy. I would love to get our hands on this guy. He's 23 years old. He's RFA, though, okay? Bryson has a 2-year deal that he just got at $1.85 million. And these numbers wouldn't scare Vegas in a deal like this. They would make a deal like this, I think, Billy Bob. I think they would do it only because Hague won't sign or there's a problem with Hague, right? This would be why they might make a deal like this. Riley Sheahan, a depth forward. He could play in the NHL this year. He most likely will get some time in the NHL, even though I know we got him for depth. Really, really good on the faceoffs, you might recall. And UPL could be the wild card that goes there and pulls a Hasek on us, what Hasek did to Chicago. Goes and has a great career, you know. It could be that. That's the thing with UPL. UPL could be a bust, or he could be a future Hall of Famer. So we're still on that fence. There's no way to know with this guy. There's just no way to know. The second rounder for me is what sucks. I wouldn't want to do the second rounder. I really wouldn't. I think these three for these two is fair enough. I do. Especially if Hague's giving him a hard time to sign over there. If he's giving them a hard time to sign, there's an incentive for them to make this deal as it is without getting the second rounder. But I can see, I would love nothing more than if we keep that second rounder, I hope it becomes a Hall of Fame player. I really do, since it's Vegas's pick. But this deal, would I do it? Probably. Probably because Hague is the big name in all of this. I would love to get my hands on this guy. I just would, folks. I'd love to get this guy. If the Sabres got this guy, our defense would be even more stacked and big. You know, it just would be a perfect fit. I can live with losing these guys and UPL. For me, it would be like we're trading Bryson and Sheahan for Nicholas Roy, and we're trading UPL for Nicholas Hague, kind of. And the only thing that I don't like is giving up the second rounder. I just don't like giving up. I don't want to give up high draft picks if possible. First and second rounders are valuable, you know. If we're going to build and build properly, we got to hang on to these. We got to play hardball with other GMs. And, you know, I don't think there's many GMs out there that really dislike Kevyn Adams. But at the same time, they don't want to get ripped off themselves. But if these guys are desperate, and we got the Vegas Golden Knights, folks, this year in desperation mode, what if all of a sudden goaltending just doesn't pan out? This becomes a very, very, very important option to them because they don't care if he's ready. They're going to put him in anyway. Like, you know, I think they might come and get go for that deal because of the goalie more than the second rounder. Just my thinking. But yes, if we could get our hands on Nicholas Hague, I'm willing to give up a little to get him for sure. For sure. Absolutely for sure. I just don't think they're going to be ready to let him go. Look, we were all talking about Lawson Crouse, right? We were all talking about him. And yes, he did get $4 million. For you folks that said I was crazy saying you get $4 million, you're right. He got 4.3. Okay. Lawson Crouse, okay, is a 20-goal power forward. He's not like he's not a Beauvillier. He's not a guy like that. He's just not. He's a guy that he can score too. There's a difference. There's a big difference when you're a power forward and you can score and you got size and you got some toughness. And, you know, I think they could still move him, but I think they wanted to lock him in. It's a smart thing what they did over there with that signing. But what do you think, guys? Is it yay or nay? Which one is it? Because I don't know. I would be tempted to do this. I would be, because I would love to get Hague. Nicholas Roy could be a pleasant surprise. You know, it doesn't mean we're getting a guy just because he gets like 8 goals a year or whatever. He doesn't get many goals. But, you know, he's that utility guy that might come over to our team and do a lot better. And I don't see why this couldn't work. Because losing Bryson and Sheehan isn't going to hurt getting Hague back. That covers that right away. I mean, you know, we're not going to feel Riley Sheehan. These two for these two. And UPL is just not playing. He's just not playing. And what if he gets hurt this year? Then what's his value, folks? What, you tell me, what's his value if UPL gets hurt one more time? And I don't care if somebody crashes in the net. I'm just talking if he gets hurt one more time. What value does he have on the trade market? Probably nothing. GMs are going to be very hesitant to give him a shot, really. Jack Eichel, they had some proof. They've seen some of his career. This guy, we've seen very little spurts of his career. And if he can't stay healthy, there's not much we can do with him after because we're not going to be able to hang on to him. The second rounder for me would be what I don't want to do. Anyway. That's it. I got to get going on the next one. I'll see you folks in the next video.